Did Lowe's just commit copyright infringement? Allegedly? So let's start off the video by saying allegedly, because I have no idea what is going on with this Funko Pop set that we're about to show you. It is a weird Funko Pop set, so a while back, we talked about a Lowe's Funko Pop set that would be available with 3 Funko Pops, and they were leadership from Lowe's.
On the website, it said FUNKO. So we assumed that it would be FUNKO because it said FUNKO.
But now that we have it in hand, I've got questions. I have
Same.
no idea what is going on with this. By the way, the things that we have in hand are really weird. They're made of very strange material, and we'll talk a little bit more about that. But first, I want to talk about AwesomeCon and how awesome it was, and thank you to everybody who came out to AwesomeCon, got their figures, got their pins, got their apparel, also the stickers that we gave away while we were there. You guys are awesome, and you always come through, especially when it comes to AwesomeCon.
I'm sorry, they come through when it comes to AwesomeCon? What does that mean?
Because they came through, because it was AwesomeCon. They are awesome for coming through for AwesomeCon. I mean, what don't you understand?
Okay, it was just weird wording, that's all. I was confused. Maybe I'm just stupid.
Maybe?
Okay.
During the weekend, we actually took out a bunch of fans to dinner to an Indian restaurant that I have been wanting to eat out for an entire year. And it was so nice. We ate dinner with everybody. It was the very first time we'd ever done it. And I think we called it like Dinner of Mischief. We had a name for it. We coined a term. Do you remember what that was? Dinner of Mischief? Chicken tikka masala of Mischief? I don't remember.
Something like that.
Anyway, it was fantastic. Thank you to everybody who came along with us. It was super sick, bro. But the next big event is going to be right here in Maryland. Not too far away from AwesomeCon, and not too far away from where we're making this video right now. We are going to have Day of Mischief right in our hometown. Is it hometown?
Yeah, well, sort of.
I mean, we live here, but it's not where we grew up.
Okay, but in our town.
In our town.
Of Glen Burnie, Maryland.
Yeah.
So tickets for Day of Mischief go on sale this coming Thursday, April 10th at 12 noon Eastern. Tickets are going to be $180. We also have a child's ticket, which will include entry, but not the rest of the things, just entry and dinner. It is going to be so incredibly awesome. The children's tickets are $30.
We have limited amounts on those tickets, so make sure you get yours as soon as you possibly can on Thursday, so you know that you're dialed in for Day of Mischief.
Day of Mischief is an immersive experience with Mischief toys. We are going to have dinner with you. We are going to have exclusive items. We are going to have so much fun. So make sure you go to mischieftoys.com right on the homepage this Thursday, April 10th at 12 noon Eastern. We are so stoked to see you all there.
And you're probably wondering what happened to all the AwesomeCon stuff that we have for sale. The only thing that will not go up for sale will be the figure and the pins. Those will only be available at in-person events.
Possibly Day of Mischief.
We'll release more details about that very soon, and we're also going to have a documentary about our AwesomeCon experience as well. So not only do we have this 3-pack, but I also ordered a Thrilljoy Megapix figure.
Okay.
We'll talk about that here in a second. What we're making this video about are these weird looking, let's call them alleged Funko Pops.
Okay, so we know for certain that these are not a Funko product, although on Lowe's website, they branded them as Funko. They look sort of like Funko Pops. There's a handful of differences, but you will see how incredibly similar they look, although I wish you could touch them because the material is so freaking weird. But first, before we show them off, I want to talk about what we said in the previous video. We had mentioned like how weird it was that Funko was making what would have to be sort of like a low LE Funko Pop set.
For Lowe's and their management.
How many people are going to want the Lowe's management people? Like, that's weird, right?
So the only way you could get these Funko Pops was by being a Lowe's employee.
Yes.
So if you're a Lowe's employee, you could go onto a website and you could buy them. And apparently these were purchased for some sort of Lowe's. What's LERF?
Lowe's Employee Relief Fund, I think. The Lowe's Employee Relief Fund provides up to $2,000 in support for associates and their immediate family members who have suffered a significant unforeseen financial hardship. Associates can contribute to the fund through payroll deduction, check, store cash registers, or online. Lowe's matches all associate contributions dollar for dollar.
So here are the, okay, let's call them Funko Pops just for the sake of the argument. So they are not Funko Pops, but we're going to call them that because that's exactly what they look like.
Pops.
They're fake Funko Pops. So there they are. It's Brian, Aldis, Joe Gogdell, Fred Stokes. So
No, it's
who?
right here. Joe Cogdell.
Joe Cogdell. What did I say?
Gogdell.
Gogdell. So there they are. Okay, so that shows you the box as well. So as you could tell from looking at this box, it does not.
Okay, we're back.
So as you can tell by looking at the box, there aren't any like Funko logos anywhere. No Funko logos, as you can see, nothing. So we wondered how this is even possible. So I would imagine that Funko would come down hard on these guys. These were sold for $45 a piece.
Yes, to the employees.
For that relief fund or whatever. But I don't think Funko gives a shit about what that's going toward, if it's a charity. They don't care. This is their property. This is the look of their Funko Pop. The little black eyes, obviously no mouth. This even looks like the Brian Mariotti Funko Pop a little bit.
It sort of does.
It has a Brian Mariotti face on it. But they're all holding a flag. One says North, South, and West. I'm assuming that has something to do with like their corporate offices or something.
The division.
The
They're
divisions.
divisional presidents.
Funko could be a part of this somewhere. I'm saying, based off what I'm seeing, Funko's not involved. And the other thing is that if you look at the Funko Pops themselves, or figures themselves, maybe we shouldn't call them Funko Pops, they are really, really odd. I think the best way to explain them is they're like an eraser material.
Yes, they feel like an eraser. I don't think they would erase anything, but they feel like one of those like pink erasers.
It's like rubber material. When you're grabbing a Funko Pop, it's made out of that vinyl material. It's not moving. Oh my God, the flag's attached to his head. I didn't realize that until right now. So they glued the flag to his head.
Yeah, so the flag like moves. They're very bendy, as Chris just showed you.
But if you look at the feet of these Funko Pops, there's nothing there.
They're not Funko Pops.
There isn't anything there. So if you would look at it, a real Funko Pop, as an example, like Starscream here, you're going to see there are all sorts of trademark related data there.
Hold on, let's do something really quick. Yeah, like these, they're like hard.
Yeah,
they're heavy.
Yeah, they're weird. Look at how he dances.
Yeah, they're very heavy.
There are 3 of them. They're all this rubbery material. One thing I will say is that they got them to stand very, very well.
Yeah, I'm shocked based off of how well or how much they move.
They're incredibly balanced. I was shocked by that. I don't know if Lowe's believes this would go under the radar and no one would talk about it and then their employees would buy them or what, but employees were buying these believing that they were Funko Pops. The website actually had the word Funko in it. The window tab, it says Funko-Lurf on it.
Yeah.
Which is pretty ballsy in my opinion.
Very
because
ballsy.
They can get in like humongous trouble for this because they did sell them. They made profit off of this. In fact, our friend bought himself a couple of sets of these to include ours. It's interesting that they are just totally disregarding that Funko has all of these trademarks and copyrights, and they just made something.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure, now I don't know this for a fact, but I'm pretty sure the style, like the big black eyes, the big heads, are part of their copyright.
It is so bizarre that they decided to do. By the way, not only that, it shows you that they're not a toy company, obviously. They had some company create these, make it look like this. I can guarantee that's what they're saying. Yeah. Some manufacturer overseas, they're like, make it look like this, and they sent a picture of a Funko Pop, and then they created it, allegedly. I don't want to go on record acting like I know anything, because I don't. I literally just have this in hand, and we're just talking about it. I'm just guessing how this all played out, because it is not the right material, but it looks exactly like the thing. It has nothing Funko written on the front of the box. You remember years ago, there was a Jesus Christ Funko Pop, but it's by this company...
Joy Pop.
Joy Pop. Yes, Joy Pop. They made it, and Funko went after them and tore them to pieces. I know Funko watches this channel. We do know that because we have received emails from them. I'm not going to talk about what those emails consist of, but I know they watch this, and I really wonder what the aftermath will be. I'm not trying to get Lowe's in trouble or anything, but I think that this is something that needs to be talked about, and I think we're going to get Lowe's in trouble. Should we post the video?
It's okay. I mean, they're still Home Depot, right? I mean, they shouldn't be doing things that are illegal.
Oh my God,
we
just became
snitches?
tattletales.
Are we snitches?
Yes.
Are we getting stitches? I hope not.
This is going to ruin my street cred, and I don't need that. My street cred's not very good.
Mine either.
My street credit score is not good either. I just noticed, like, There's like glue here. Did you see this? So like even the hair, I believe the hair is like a hair piece and they glued it on.
So maybe they use the same mold for all of these heads and then the hair's just different.
Yeah, it's just like glued on right here. Like this part is glued on. That's so crazy. Like this one actually shows you a difference between the front and the back. This piece is obviously discolored, right? They're not matching at all. Yeah. Like they look a little weird. Yeah, it's a little funky. A little funky pop. You know what I mean? I love that the little flags are attached to their faces. What do you think about the way that these were made? Do you like the way these were made?
No, I don't think they're $45 worth of things.
They're heavy.
They're very heavy. You could like severely injure somebody with this.
You really could. They're like almost like a baseball.
Them on their head?
Huh? Because they sit proudly on their heads.
That's pretty cool.
Look at that, because they're so top heavy. But man, do they stand well. Funko at least needs to grab a set of these so they can figure out how to make their Funko Pop stand really well.
Some of them do. I think the female characters don't stand as well because they typically have much smaller legs and feet. You know, if they made a Funko Pop of me, it would stand very well.
Because you got big old feet, Heather. You're right about that.
Yep.
I feel like I could erase something with this.
You want to try?
Could. I mean... Sort of did.
Do it again. Do it more. No, I think you made it worse.
I think I ruined the Funko Pop too.
It's not a Funko Pop.
Or I think I ruined this bootleg Funko Pop.
Funko Pop.
So what do you guys think about this? This is kind of goofy, right?
Look, it does feel exactly like an eraser though.
It does. Yeah, it has an eraser feel to it.
That's
weird.
I don't like it.
So anyway, I don't know what you're doing, Lowe's, but you got to be careful. This isn't good.
I mean, they're already like done for.
I bet you they didn't think that somebody would talk about this.
Probably not.
I guarantee you they were like, no one's going to say a word about it. It's going to LERF.
They're probably like, oh, well, our guys just sell like fucking wash machines. They're not going to go on YouTube and talk about it.
Who cares? Nobody cares about this. And then there was a Gastlecast.
Honestly, Lowe's, we're very disappointed in you. I like Home Depot. I'm a Home Depot gal. You want to know something? One time I bought a plant from Lowe's and it was infested with bugs.
Okay, that's your whole reason to bring down their company with these fake Funko Pops? Allegedly?
No, I'm bringing the company down because they fucking did something illegal. You can't just do that.
Yeah.
They can get sued hard.
You better be careful.
Yeah, you can't profit off of somebody else's copyright.
That's right. Or trademark or whatever.
None of it.
Warning! Warning! We're about to talk positively about Thrilljoy. Warning! Warning! So we're actually going to open up our Thrilljoy Megapix Beavis and Butthead. I am so excited.
Okay, question.
If it's the Cornholio one, I'm going to shit my pants.
A lot of people are getting real riled up because we're into Thrilljoy. They're riled up because we speak negatively about Funko. At this point in time, I'd also like to reiterate that Thrilljoy is doing all of the things that we've been saying, hey Funko, this is what you should do because this is what excites us as collectors. So we are excited about a product and it's not because we are getting paid by a company. Chris, did you purchase this product with your own money?
I sure did.
You did not get this for free from Thrilljoy.
That is correct.
You know, it's really fucking pathetic that people say stuff like that because we've been nothing but like honest on this channel.
Here it is. That's proven that I purchased this product. It was not free. I bought it because I wanted it. So I'm not being paid by them. They're not sending me anything. They have sent us stuff in the past, but we gave it all away. We gave it away during... We gave it away during our Patreon calls. So be a hater. Here is my Beavis and Butthead Thrilljoy Megapix. Limited to 500 pieces edition. So I think that's telling me this is the common?
Yeah, so I think the Chase actually says Chase on the wax
seal. It does say
seal.
Chase on the wax seal. Okay. I'm excited either way because I love Beavis and Butthead. Oh wow, it has like a little seal that you pull off.
Oh my god.
Okay,
that's
so you pull,
pretty
I didn't
impressive.
realize that. Okay. So there it is.
Oh,
he's so cool.
And
he's holding Beavis and Butthead like little action figures. I really, really like that. So there's the little card.
You got number 91 out of 500.
There's the Burger World bag.
That's funny. It sounds like thunder with all of that.
Wow, look at this. So they bag up the hands. By the way, the only one we have is the Freddy Krueger one, which was handed to us by Brian Mariotti during our New York Comic Con event. So we're seeing how you unbox these for the very first time. So this is awesome. He's got Beavis and Butthead in his hands. That's so cool. It's like he has little action figures. There he is holding the bag. and then he's got Beavis in the other hand, or you can put this hand in instead. There's a bunch of detail here. So on one side, it actually says Beavis and Butthead, Burger World on the back, and then Thrilljoy on this side. So he's wearing like the outfits that Thrilljoy sells.
Yeah, it's like a tracksuit.
By the way, he has a head that you can swivel. He has the arms that are super like high quality, and then of course the magnetic hands. His legs don't move. He doesn't move in the torso. Maybe in future iterations it'd be nice if he could move his torso around a little bit. I think that would be cool.
These are super duper high quality. I love the paint jobs on the Thrilljoy products. I've noticed that with other figures sometimes there's like a bit of overspray, but I haven't seen that on these yet. We've had like the Pix, which are now Pix Panoramic. This is our second Mega Pix. The first one I believe may have been sort of like a sample or like an artist proof type deal, because it didn't...
It was unnumbered.
Yeah, it was unnumbered.
Yeah.
So I couldn't really judge based off of that, but I mean, even that was super high quality, so...
I like to think that he is either putting them in the bag or he pulled them out of the bag.
That's
like
funny.
He's either, yeah, it's like he's putting them inside the bag or pulling them out, and then they're like angry about it. I think this is a great figure. I think that the Mega Pix, in my opinion, are the best thing about Thrilljoy.
I like these a lot, but I think that the size is going to limit you from how many you can collect, obviously, because we don't have unlimited space. That would be very nice to collect every single one. The biggest piece for Thrilljoy will be their new Pix, the new iteration of Pix.
I agree.
But I absolutely love
I
these.
want more of these, and they're actually about to start releasing stuff like in the future that will not be related to Blue. I want a Jason Voorhees in the worst way. I would love a regular Freddy Krueger in the worst way. I think that would be sick.
Okay, but like we need a blue Jason Voorhees too to go with
That's
my
what I'm
Freddy
saying.
blue.
That's what I'm saying. But the chases for the Jason and Freddy for the Mega Pix, the Nintendo colors.
That's a good idea.
I know it's a good idea.
Listen up. Oh,
Come on.
Listen up. I was doing a think, but no, it's listen.
Listen up. Thrilljoy, we got ideas. We're tossing them your way, absolutely for free. Guys, what do you think about this? And then what do you think about our weird rubber figures that we have over here that look like Funko Pops but aren't Funko Pops? We want to know your thoughts and more in the comment section down below. In every video, we like to shout out to some of our patrons from Patreon. In this video, we'd like to shout out to Joey Prime, Joe Grioli, Fawaka, Cody Law, Sativa Shower, Jeff Lopez, Effigy Dyer, Pistachio 32, and Belinda Jean. Thank you guys so much for your continued support. We appreciate all of our patrons. You guys rock so hard. Make sure you check out our Patreon at patreon.com/Gastlecast for more details on how you can support. We will have our call this April where we're going to hang out via Google Meet. We're also going to do giveaways, and we'll show you upcoming Mischief Toys things. The Google Meet call is the highlight of our Patreon. It is a great hangout space. We answer questions and all sorts of stuff. I think you'll love it, especially if you love the channel. Check it out at patreon.com/Gastlecast. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the little bell. That way you'll know anytime we go live or post brand new content. You don't want to miss our new content. We have a real blast here, and we post videos like this one every single day of the week, and we go live every Sunday between 8 and 9 p.m. Eastern. Come back and watch and hang. All right, that's all we've got for you. Thank you so much. We'll see you on the next one.
Bye.